You ever feel like stress is eating you alive? Like your chest is tight, your mind is racing, and you can't catch a breath? Most people think stress is the enemy. They pop pills, they meditate for hours, they run away from it. But what if I told you, stress is actually fuel, and not just any fuel. Superhuman fuel. The kind that turns average people into unstoppable forces of nature. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to flip the switch. And here's the wild part. Even Navy SEALs use this technique. Elite athletes use it. Top CEOs use it. They just don't talk about it openly. But today, I'm breaking it all down for you. Let's rewind for a second. Picture this. It's 3 a.m. You're lying in bed. Your heart is pounding. Your to-do list is screaming in your head. Tomorrow's presentation, the bills, that conversation you keep avoiding. Your body is in full panic mode. Now most people do one of two things. They either try to suppress it, bury it deep, pretend it's not there, or they spiral, let it consume them, let it win. Both paths lead to the same place: burnout, exhaustion, defeat. But there's a third path, a path that transforms that same stress into raw, explosive energy. And it's not some woo-woo nonsense. It's backed by hard science. Let me explain. Your body has this ancient system. It's called the fight-or-flight response. Evolution designed it to save your life. When a lion was charging at your ancestor, this system kicked in. Heart rate up, adrenaline pumping, senses sharp. It was survival mode. Pure power. But here's the problem. Your brain can't tell the difference between a lion and a deadline, a predator and a passive-aggressive email. So it triggers the exact same response. And most of us, we waste it. We sit there, we stew. We let that energy rot inside us. But what if you redirected it? What if you took that same biological fire and aimed it like a laser? That's the secret. Stress isn't the problem. Your relationship with stress is the problem. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah was a 28-year-old marketing manager. She was drowning, deadlines everywhere, boss breathing down her neck, barely sleeping. She came to me one day looking like a ghost. Dark circles, shaking hands, on the verge of tears. She said, "I can't handle this anymore. The stress is killing me." I asked her one question. "Sarah, when you feel that stress hit, what do you do?" She said, "I freeze. I panic. I wait for it to pass." I told her, "That's your mistake. You're treating stress like a wall. It's not a wall, it's a door." We worked together for 3 weeks. Just 3 weeks. I taught her one simple shift. Instead of resisting the stress, she started riding it. When her heart raced before a big meeting, she didn't fight it. She said to herself, "This is my body preparing me to perform." When her hands shook, she didn't hide them. She thought, "This is energy. I'm ready." She stopped seeing stress as a threat. She started seeing it as a signal that something important was happening. A signal that her body was gearing up for battle, and something incredible happened. Her performance skyrocketed. She crushed that presentation, got a promotion, started sleeping better, not because the stress went away, because she learned to use it. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds nice, but how do I actually do it? Fair question. Let me give you the exact framework. 3 steps. That's it. Simple, powerful, life-changing. Step 1. Reframe the moment. The second you feel stress, your brain labels it as danger. Your job is to relabel it. Instead of "I'm anxious," say "I'm excited." Instead of "I'm overwhelmed," say "I'm challenged." Instead of "I can't handle this," say "My body is giving me extra energy to handle this." This isn't positive thinking fluff. This is neurobiology. When you reframe stress as energy, your brain changes how it processes it. Your blood vessels stay open, your heart stays strong, your mind stays sharp. Studies from Harvard prove this. People who view stress as helpful have healthier hearts, better focus, and live longer. The stress itself didn't change, their interpretation did. That's step 1. Master this, and you're already ahead of 90% of people. Step 2, channel the energy. Stress gives you a massive surge of physical and mental power. Most people let it leak out. They scroll on their phone to distract themselves. Total waste. You need to direct that energy into action. Before a big moment, do something physical. Jump up and down, shake out your arms, Take 10 deep explosive breaths. Get that energy moving through your body. Then, focus it. Lock your eyes on one task, one goal, one target. Stress wants to scatter your attention. Your job is to concentrate it, like a magnifying glass, focusing sunlight into a beam. Navy SEALs call this combat breathing. Box breathing. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds out, 4 seconds hold. It sounds simple, but it hacks your nervous system. It tells your brain, I'm in control, I'm not running, I'm fighting. And when your brain believes you're in control, stress becomes your weapon, not your weakness. Step 3. Find the meaning. Here's the truth most people miss. Stress doesn't show up for small things. You don't get a racing heart over what to eat for breakfast. Stress shows up when something matters. Your career, your family, your dreams, your identity. That means stress is actually a compass. It points you toward what you care about. The next time you feel stressed, ask yourself this: what does it say about what I value? If you're stressed about money, you value security. If you're stressed about a relationship, you value connection. If you're stressed about your work, you value purpose. Stress isn't random. It's personal. It's telling you what matters. And when you connect your stress to your values, something magical happens. You stop running from it. You start running towards something bigger than yourself. That's where superhuman energy comes from. Not from avoiding pressure, from finding purpose inside the pressure. Let me hit you with another example. Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian in history. Before every race, he was a wreck, shaking, nauseous, could barely speak. The stress was crushing him. But his coach, Bob Bowman, taught him something critical. He told Michael, that feeling, that's not fear. That's your body telling you it's time to do something incredible. Michael learned to welcome it. He'd stand behind the blocks, heart hammering, and he'd smile. Not because he wasn't stressed, because he was, and he knew what it meant. It meant he was ready. It meant his body had already done the work. It meant the only thing left was to unleash it. 23 gold medals later, I'd say it worked. Now let's talk about you. Right now you have stress in your life. Maybe it's a job you hate, a dream you haven't started. And you've been treating that stress like poison. But what if it's medicine? What if it's the exact fuel you need to finally make a move? Think about it. Every breakthrough in history came from someone under pressure. Scientists who failed 1,000 times before the light bulb moment. Entrepreneurs who were broke and desperate before they built empires. Artists who suffered before they created masterpieces. Stress wasn't their obstacle. It was their catalyst. And it can be yours too. But I need to warn you about something. This only works if you commit. Half measures won't cut it. You can't reframe stress one day and then complain about it the next. You can't channel energy once and expect miracles. This is a practice. A daily choice. Every time stress hits, you have a split-second decision. Run from it, or ride it. Most people choose to run. That's why most people stay stuck. But you're different. You're still here. Still watching. Still listening. That tells me something. It tells me you're ready to change. You're ready to stop being a victim of your own biology and start being the master of it. So here's what I want you to do. Right now, today, the next time you feel that familiar tightness in your chest, that racing heart, that spinning mind, don't reach for your phone. Don't call a friend to vent. Don't try to calm down. Instead, do this. Take a deep breath, say out loud, "This is energy. This is my body getting me ready." Then move, shake your arms, get the blood flowing, and finally ask yourself, what do I care about so much that this stress showed up to protect it? Answer that, and you'll find your superpower hiding inside your stress. Look, I get it. This goes against everything you've been told. Your whole life, people said stress is bad. Avoid it, manage it, eliminate it. But what if they were wrong? What if stress isn't the villain? What if it's the mentor? The thing that forces you to grow, to adapt, to become stronger than you ever thought possible. The research is clear. People who believe stress is harmful die younger. People who believe stress is helpful thrive. It's not the stress, it's the story you tell about it. And today you're rewriting your story. So let me leave you with this. You have a choice. You can keep fighting your stress, wasting your energy, draining your life, staying small, or you can make one simple shift. See stress as fuel. Channel it with intention. Connect it to your purpose, and watch yourself transform. Not into someone who avoids pressure, into someone who performs under it. Into someone who turns every challenge into momentum. Into someone unstoppable. The world doesn't need more people running from stress. The world needs more people who know how to use it. What are you going to do with it? Because that stress you're feeling right now, it's not a warning. It's an invitation. An invitation to become the most powerful version of yourself. Accept it. And go be superhuman. How to turn stress into superhuman energy.